Hello and welcome to Thalric Plays Grave Matters. So, this is a game that I received through a site called keymailer.co, which is a site for content creators, YouTubers and Twitch streamers and the like, to request keys from developers, and yeah, they can grant you a key so you don't have to buy the game, basically. And what I did is I saw Grave Matters there and I thought, oh, that looks nice, so why not try to get a key? And they approved my request, and so now I will play the game. I'm not completely sure yet how far I'm going to play it, if I'm going to play completely or just do a first look or something like that. But for now we are going to play this game, which appears to be basically a sort of Minesweeper. But let's play the prologue and learn about the game's mechanics. And I haven't done that myself, so can you dig it? Yes, you can. In just a few short lessons you'll be digging up graves like a boss of a grave digging company. Okay. So let us get started here. This is Harry Burke. Please keep him alive. To do that, you need to find him some energy cells. Walk over and dig up the highlighted grave, use arrow keys and spacebar. Okay, I can also use WASD, which is kind of good. Graves contain energy cells from broken robots. Collecting these will restore some of Harry Burke's health. Go and dig up each highlighted grave to collect some more. So we'll do that. And as you can see, this is it's basically Minesweeper, I think. But it's just the there's some twists in there, I think, or it's just it's the tutorial. You found a skull. Things are about to get exciting. This is a Steamborg, an undead robot that lurks in graves. Trust me, you do not want to meet one. Steamborgs dump their victims' skulls in neighboring graves, so if we find a skull, we know there's a Steamborg in a grave next to it. But we don't know exactly where. The potentially dangerous graves are shown in red, so let's just avoid all of those for now and dig up the highlighted ones instead. So it's in one of these two, basically. So this one or that one. Here's an extra tip: if a grave has no skull, then there are no Steamborgs next to it. In other words, all the graves around it are safe, so you can keep calm and dig on. So it's kind of like a flag indicator for for Minesweeper or something like that. I'm not sure how to say that. You found another skull. Let's use it to work out where the Steamborg is hiding. There are 2 graves left in this level, but only 1 Steamborg, so the skulls must both be next to the same Steamborg. Finally, remember that an enemy grave is always surrounded by safe graves. An empty grave is always... yeah, okay, so you should know where the Steamborg is, so avoid it and dig up the last safe grave, so it will be down here. Okay, great work. You'll be a professional gravedigger in no time. And I think this game could have a lot of potential. We'll have to wait and see how well they implement all of this, but I like these puzzle types of games, and I've spent a lot of time in Minesweeper, for example, which this game is working with, basically. It's as a template, we could probably call that. So let's try what you've learned on this level. So basically you just have to start somewhere, so there's no skulls around here, so we can just get this going. There's just 1 Steamborg on this level, so it's not that big of a problem. And it's basically there's just 1 mine on this level, and there it is. So but this one is surrounded by empty graves, so that's where he isn't, so we'll go there. Let's do a quick recap. Walk over and dig up the highlighted grave. Yep. Let's do that. A skull means a Steamborg is nearby, like before. Let's dig elsewhere until we unearth more information. Yet, so we already see some stuff. Oh, each level has a specific energy target. Once you collected the target amount of energy, you can move on to the next level. You can keep going for bonus points. cannot play it safe for now, move on to the next level, walk out of the open gate to do so. So we know that it is in one of these two, which means I can definitely do this still, because there won't be one there. And it also won't be here because there is empty graves around there, so can do this. So right now it's not too complicated yet. Try out what you've learned on this level, so yeah, let's just start somewhere. Oh, that's not nice. So we can do these. I mean, we already can expect how this will go, because there won't be one here, and there won't be one here, and also not there. So right now this is still too easy. Yeah, easy so far, right? Yep. Time to take it up a notch. Okay. Most levels will have more than one Steamborg. Fortunately, skulls will show you the exact number of Steamborgs next to the grave. For example, 3 skulls mean a grave has 3 Steamborgs next to it. Accordingly, if that grave has only 3 neighboring graves, they all must be Steamborgs. Walk over to the highlighted grave and flag it right alt. Okay. We're going to reflect the other 2 as well, so that one and that one. We know the location of the 3 Steamborgs. Fortunately, there are only 3 on this level, so the rest of the graves must be saved. Go ahead and complete the level by digging up all the graves without flags. Now let's do so. Yep. And that one. Okay. So that's where the flag placement now comes in, or the grave placement, basically, because it's not flags here. Try out what you've learned on this level. And we always have to go in blind, basically. That's the problem. Okay, there's no one here, so I can put one there. And they both overlap, so it should be there. But let's just confirm that. Yeah, it can't be there. Yep, so there's one here. Hello? I'm pressing Alt. It's not getting the flag placement. There's 2 there, so they're both here. It's just not taking my alt right. For some reason. Don't know why. So let's just dig up the graves where there's where no there isn't one, because I don't need the flags right now. Don't know why that didn't work. To press the right button. Gravedigging can be a long dangerous occupation for until you've got a friend. This is Bobby, your loyal companion. Not only will he keep you company, but he'll also sacrifice his life for yours. Digging up highlighted grave. Poor Bobby. Okay, yeah, so we're going to see a Steamborg now. Hello. And he takes Bobby. Bobby will return when you complete an act. But for now, you'll have to complete the level alone. Yeah, how about that? You just get rid of that. So there's... Okay, that was the only one left. Try what you learned on this level. So, okay, now I can place flags again. I don't know why I couldn't there a moment ago. Okay, there's one here, one there. So is it just a mirror? So there's definitely one here. I can't place a flag again. Really don't understand why. Oh, there's 2. There's 1 again, but this should still mean we're safe if we just play this out. So why can't it did let me place a flag, but now it doesn't. So there's 1 next to this, which means they're all around this one. Here's an empty grave, and here also. Because the 2 graves were up on the left, so that was the only space it could be. Dig up the highlighted grave, okay. So, let's do that. Often you won't know where the next to dig to stay... Where next to dig to stay safe. In these situations you could guess, or you could use Bobby's special ability. Bobby has the ability to sniff out high danger areas. This will give you a clue on where to dig and where to avoid. Use Dog Sense now. Left alt. So. It looks like the left side of the level smells rotten. Let's stick to the right side instead. Dig up the grave. Save graves to pass this level. Okay. So the left area was highlighted, which means there's graves. There is one in there, so we've got 2 Steamborgs. I'm sorely tempted here. Why not? There it is. Bye, Bobby. So this one is safe. Okay, try out what you've learned on this level. So we'll just start with one. Well, as long as I don't need to use his ability, why should I? So let's just get this going. Okay. I mean, this also... I can place flags, I don't know why. That shouldn't be the case. Or maybe it's part of the tutorial that won't allow us to do that. So there's 2 Steamborgs, which also means I don't need to use the skill. I mean, I can. And let's just go over here and do that, so that we can see that. Yep, so we can just... It's not an exact science, but they're here and over there, obviously. So let's just get the maximum points. So far, so good, but let's turn the heat up. Dig up the highlighted grave. That's a lot of Steamborgs, but we don't always have to avoid them. Instead, we can fight back with a little celestial help, okay? Like Bobby, Harry Burke also has a special ability. He can call forth lightning to vanquish one random Steamborg. Okay. Let's go with another use lightning again. Only one left. Okay, so I've got basically 3 cards, so this Austria's Gunner can dig up. Okay. So we'll dig those up. Ah, you get only 3 lightning strike per act, and I have to use them wisely. Try what you've learned this level. Let's just go in. It's the same with every Minesweeper game. Basically, you have to go in blind into one of these to just see if you hit something or not. This one is still good. That one as well. Okay, so there's one here. By the way, I pressed right Alt, which should not have triggered this, but it did. There's another one here, which means there won't be one there. Also not here. This one is safe. So now it gets a little bit more complicated. So there was... Wait, there... Ah, okay, I killed the one that was down there. So there's 3... And hide as well. Of course I get the one that I already saw. Wait, oh yeah, so... Huh? So this one has 2 next to it. Oh, okay, there were 4 to begin with, so let's just get rid of the last one, which of course is the one I didn't want to get rid of. So now I have to be a little bit blind. So there's 1 left, which means he's here or there. So I can dig up these safely. Also the one down here. And now let's see. So there was one here, which means it's either there or there. So we can dig up this one. And so it has to be there, which means I can do this one. Okay, makes sense. You're progressing well, but it is time for some bad news. Harry Burke is on borrowed time, so his health is constantly decreasing. This means you have to keep digging. Stand still too long and he'll die. This means game over. So ready for your speed test. His health starts decreasing only after your first dig. Okay. So that's pretty mean. But I mean, so far, I've been doing pretty well, I think, in terms of speed. So we can definitely assume there is no one there. That we can't say yet, so... Let's see about these. All of that is fine right now. So what do we have? We have 5 Steamborgs. Which means one is down here. And I didn't use the lightning again. So they did something wrong here with the controls. That really should not happen. So one is here, the other one is there, which means these 2 graves, the one and on the left. There was one here, which means this one is great, safe, this one as well, and this one too. So which ones am I missing? That one. Nope, wow, I made a mistake. Why was that wrong? So these one had 2 next to them, so it's... Oh, so they're both down here, so that one should be the safe one. Okay, yep, that was a mistake. So, we've completed the tutorial. Okay. And let's see. Oh, okay. Looks like we're already in the first level. So let's just try this. And it's setting up lightning. So I kind of screwed up the controls here. I didn't want to leave there, by the way. But I'm just trying to figure out why I can't... Tap dig to return to the game, tap menu to quit and run. Wait. I'm just trying to figure out where to mark stuff with, but I can't, apparently. So I don't know why that's not working. It should, with alt-right. Let me just try something. Wait, oh, yeah, this is not going as expected, so there are some hiccups in here. Yep, so I changed the layout of my keyboard to English, which you can do by pressing Alt plus Shift, and it's the German layout, and now it's the English layout. Maybe that has something to do with it, but now I can set these. So, that's a bit of a problem, but now that I know that, we can, of course, work with that. And let's just see how far we can get into the first act before we call it for today. So that one works. And these are no big problem. I mean, they're really small levels. Oh, yeah, okay. Now we need to sniff it out and see which side is bad. The right side is bad. Which means these 2 are safe. And... it looked like this one was more highlighted. Oh yeah, there is one next to it, definitely, so we can do this. So let's just start somewhere. Okay, we have 2 Steamborgs. There's 2 next to those. So it has to be somewhere here, at least the one. This one is definitely one. Because they need to overlap. Which is why this one is safe, which means the second one is up there. And now I can just dig up the remaining ones. Okay. Yeah, this is basically Minesweeper with some twists. But as I like Minesweeper, I will continue and just see how difficult this game will get. So... and I hope the audio is fine. So it's on one of either these 2, which means this one is safe and there's one next to it, so this one is safe, and that is it. Okay. It's really not too much to talk about right now. It's more about the... oh boy. So it's on one of these 4. Let's dig up this one. Okay. All of this is fine. We've already opened this up, which means it is down here. And I hope that the music is fine. There's unfortunately no way to adjust the audio settings for me, so I hope the music isn't too loud. Okay, there's 2 next to that. And we've got 3 in total here. Okay, now it's getting a little bit more complicated. I need an empty grave to begin with. There it is. Okay, so now we can work from there. Which means there is 1 here, so these are all safe. And there is 1 right there. And let's keep going. So, there needs to be 2 next to this one, which means this one is 1 and the other one wasn't. Okay, this one is a little bit more difficult. So let's start at this because it covers 4 spaces. And there's 4 next to it. Oh boy, of course. Let's go in the middle. Oh no, Steamborg. That's not nice. But should be okay. Yep, there was 1 there. 1 there. So this is free. But now we are in a bit of a pickle here. Okay, there is 1 next to this. So there's 1 here. These 2 are safe, but this also means that this one up here is safe because there's only 1 left. And we can work from there and dig up this grave. Did I make a mistake? Am I missing something? Why is it not... I don't understand. Let's leave. Did I miss something? I might have. Oh well. I don't know. It's okay, so this is a bit unfortunate, but this means there is 1 right here. And let's go here. Oh, really? Hey, a Wilhelm scream. So, game over. Level reached 8. Okay. So now I have to start again. Oh, yeah, that was not the right thing to do, by the way. Should not have done that. But well, let's keep going a little bit longer and just see how far I can get this time. I'm not sure if they're always the same levels or if they change. I don't remember the first levels. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, let's see what he says. Okay, so this one. What? Okay, why? It was centered around the other grave, which made me think that was the one to take. But apparently that wasn't the case. So that's weird. Well, not necessarily weird, it's just apparently not as I expected to be. Okay. So we've got 2 Steamborgs, which means they need to be somewhere around here. So there can't be 1 there. Which means 1 needs to be right here. This also means that this one and this one is safe. And the next one needs to be right there. So, not ideal. And I might just have to use the lightning a little bit more liberally. At points we've got 2 Steamworks, so these 3 up here are all safe. And that means 1 is right there, and the other one is right here. And there we go. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Well, I've already had it, but made a mistake somewhere. Nope, I got... That's the problem, so I should just use the lightning there. So let's give it 1 more go. And hope that I don't screw up again. And if I do, we'll just use the lightning a little bit more liberally. Which I didn't so far. Okay. And I don't want to go for minimal points because that would be lazy and boring. So why should we? So now we can check if it's always the same, because last time it was in here, so let's dig up this one. Okay, now I'm confused, or did I misremember this again? Either way, he's gone. Last time he was all the way on the right, which now he isn't. Okay, so there is randomness to these, so there's no clear-cut spaces. Okay, this is pretty easy, because this means one is right here, and so the last one is on top. Yeah, the first levels aren't that difficult, but I think there isn't too much to this game to make it a longer Let's Play series, so I think this is going to play be a one-shot deal. So the thing is, I like that I tend to go into these games blind, just so that I don't experience them for the first time. But this also means I'm not completely sure always how well they will work for a Let's Play. And I did wanted to do this, of course, because they were nice enough to give me a key. Oh yeah, it was stupid. Okay, I feel bad now, so I'll do this one more time. Oh, really? Oh, really? So let's just pick one and hope we don't pick the right one. Okay. Didn't want to use the lightning there. Okay, so it's there. What was my point? Yeah, so I don't know how much meat there is to actually make this a longer series, and I think this being about a half an hour video to just showcase what this game is and what it does is okay. You know what, let's just leave this. Why should I? But I don't think it's really worth it that much for me right now to do more than one on this. Because it's just... I mean, I like the concept, of course, but there's just not enough for me, personally, to do more than this. But it's something I might do off-camera, or keep playing off-camera. Because I still like the concept there. This one can't be one, because it is basically Minesweeper, and Minesweeper is a fun game. But me just trying to talk and play at the same time might just make it a little bit more difficult to... Oh, really? Okay, so but that one shouldn't be one then, but there's one on either of these two. So this one should be safe. There's one right there, so... It probably... Yeah, since one needs to be down there, this one is safe. So one is right here. And that means one needs to be right there. Okay, but once again I want to point out, if you play this game and you have the same problems I did, that you can't place the flags, just press Alt-Shift to set up your... Because at least if you're from Germany, like I am, that means you've got a QWERTZ keyboard instead of a Y. So the Z and Y, for example, are switched on the keyboard there. I don't know exactly why, but I'm not complaining. It's probably depending on how often that is used, that letter is used, something like that. Definitely was one down here. Means there needs to be one there, and then these are safe. That should fix that problem, just to finish that train of thought. But I'm doing better again this time around, so let's just see how far I can get, and once I'll fail this run, we'll end it. And I mean, I can definitely say I like the concept, and I like what they did with the execution. It feels nice, but it's a very simple game. That's not a bad thing, but it's just not enough for me right now to really sink my teeth into it, basically. It's more for, from time to time, let's take a look and just see how well I can do. There is, I think, 3 acts in total, if I'm not mistaken. Something along those lines. Oh, there's 2 there. let's see what our dog says. Okay, so this is safe, which means one of them is right there. Up here was safe as well, so the other one is here. Okay, and that means there's one on the right side, and let's see if we can find it. Okay, this will allow us to pinpoint it, so it's up here. Nice. And I also like the... oh. So that's what I meant. Shouldn't it... there's 3 flags placed and 3... oh, okay, that's what... I think I read that in a review. There's a grave here. And I missed that. It's blocked by the texture. That's not nice. So now I understand. Okay, so there's one there. Okay, I already need to use this again. Okay, so these are safe. Let's just see. So there's 2, which means one is here and one is there. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can pinpoint the last one as well. And I wasn't forced to use the lightning so far. Okay, but now... let's try. Nope, that was a wrong one. So I'll leave it like this, because I can't be sure on which one of these it is. So let me just continue here. Oh, we're up to 4 now. Oh, there's 2 right there. And let's just start with the sniffing again. Give us an easier start of things. And just because I saw that there wasn't one here, because there appear to be more over on this side. So I'm just trying to narrow that down. Okay, so one definitely needs to be right there. This is a bit of a problem now, though. So it needs to... one needs to be definitely on one of these 2, which means this one is safe. And consequently, I hope that this one... no, okay. That's bad. So that's a grave, which means now, though, here can't be one. These 2 are though. So I've got all the graves placed. And that should be okay then. So I made a wrong assumption there, and now it's going to get a lot more difficult because we don't have our grave sniffer anymore, basically. So let's just start this off by just ruling out one to begin with. Oh boy. I don't quite... I need an empty grave. Okay, thank you. So, he needs 2, so there's one here and one there, which means this one is good. This one and this one. He has 2 next to him as well, and these 3 should be good as well. Okay, yeah, so we're missing 1, but that one is right here. Okay, so how long is an act? That's the big question. Oh, good. It's always nice when we actually get to start with an empty grave and not one that will just indicate a steelwork for us. The problem with these is that now, so there is one here and there is one there, but that means there is still one left. And let's just take a stab in the dark and hope that I don't hit it. Oh, I didn't. That's nice. I mean, we can just leave this map, and I probably will right now, because now I think I've taken as many risks as I did. So how many levels are there still? We've finished a lot by now. Okay, so it's on one of these 2, which means these 2 down here should be safe to go for. And that means one is right here as well. But it's definitely a nifty game. Okay, we are already done with what we need to do. So there's one right there, and one right there, which means right now is where I'm going to go. And I'm going to save my last lightning in case I need it somewhere to finish a level, which right now I don't. Okay, so there is one right there. One right there. And it's been quite a while since I've played some sort of Minesweeper, but I mean I'm starting to get back into understanding how this works. So let's guess. So we've placed 2. If there's one here, it would mean that we can assume that it is not there because we've got 3 left, which means it's at least unlikely. But I think we're once again just going to leave and not go for the energy bonus or the perfect bonus. Ooh, one right there. Okay, so now I need to remove one. Oh, and it's an empty grave. That's good. That's what I wanted and needed. And now we have a bit of a problem. So one is definitely in these. Let's just assume that they overlap. Which means one is in either of these 2, but not the other one. But that also means that these 2 are safe because there is one up here. Yep, okay, so far so good. And we could leave now, but I'll go as far as I can safely guess my way through this. Right there, which means there is one right here, so this one is safe. And that means there is one right there, but not here, but there, and there. No, this is not this one. This one is safe. So there is one right here, but not there. Okay, so we've got the perfect bonus. Good. That's a decent start. And we're more nearing 40 minutes by now, actually, because I'm doing a lot better than I did previously. But oh well, it's still fine. Basically it's a let's play one time and not a let's play permanently. But if I can get through the entire first act, it could be nice. We'll have to wait and see, because I don't know how long it is, but we should be getting closer, I think. Nice, okay. And I should probably just stop and wait until I see... let's just hope. Okay, hope worked out. Because there really is anything else for me to do than just go in blindly and hope that I don't hit a wrong grave. Okay, we could leave. And I think I'm pretty happy with doing that, because apparently the steam blocks are all, or mostly, over on the left side, so chances are I would have hit one. And this is where I leave, because I can't be certain anymore. And I probably should just start at a corner. And now we're done. Okay, so these acts are really quite long. So I reach level 17. So I don't know how long these are, but either way, this is where we are going to end the episode. Or the video altogether. I hope you enjoyed this look at Grave Matters. I think it's a nice game. It's interesting, but it's just not enough to do more than one video on for now. So yeah, that is where we're going to end it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see me play more games like these, or just do more videos like these, where I just take a look at a game once and just talk a little bit about it, feel free to let me know. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you tune in next time. Bye!